Hello everyone, this is Hoovy Maverick, and today we're going to be talking about Star Wars, because today is May the 4th. Today I'm going to be talking about and comparing Star Wars to Doctor Who in every way possible. Like the music, the community, the writing, and the story, most importantly, and some of the characters. Without further ado, let's get started. The story of Doctor Who and Star Wars are very different, and because, well, one takes place around time, and the other one is just Star Wars. Although they're very different, doesn't mean they don't have some similarities. Like, both of them take place in space mostly, with a lot of aliens. Some of the main characters have glowy sticks, and the villains have really iconic catchphrases. They're both different, yet the same. But Star Wars is obviously more popular than Doctor Who, but Doctor Who is inferior because people don't want to watch Doctor Who because it's boring or long, slow, old, slow. Because let's be honest here, Doctor Who is very derivative. The old episodes are very derivative, but the new ones are pretty fast and you can catch on very quickly. The new episodes of Doctor Who are very fun. The old ones you have to be a little derivative to watch, but they can still be fun, even especially the new ones with the Doctors. They have some really great humor, and the alien stories are always fun. I just never get why Star Wars is more popular. Maybe because it's a movie franchise and not a TV show. That could probably be it, but there really isn't a reason. Was it the marketing? I don't know. Probably. Doctor Who didn't market their thing and didn't market Doctor Who for a while. They didn't market Doctor Who when it came out at all. Especially, the show just came out and that's it. That's all we had. We just had the show to watch and that's it. With Star Wars, you had toys, merchandise when the movie was coming out. And there was a bunch of trailers for it. Doctor Who just came. It was announced. Actually, now I think about it, it wasn't even announced. Yeah, at BBC it was announced too, but they didn't give a preview for it or anything. Star Wars, you had a preview, they had the merchandise, and it was in theaters. And there was a lot of posters and advertising, and it was really good. So that's probably the reason why Doctor Who isn't very popular, is because it wasn't advertised very much, which is, I guess it's a valid reason for it. The story is, well, I love both of them, but now I actually want to start talking about the community of both and how different both of them are. Now, the community of both fan bases are very different, actually, and so are the legacy of films and how good they do in theaters. The Rotten Tomato scores are also very, very interesting. And unlike Star Wars, I don't think Doctor Who has a Rotten Tomato score because it's a TV show, I think. But if you check online, it's like at a 93% or 90% ish. It's doing pretty good. But I want to talk about each fan base and how they're very different and yet so complicated. Because the Star Wars fan base is very interesting. There's a lot of people that like the prequels of Star Wars and hate the new Star Wars movies. And there's a lot of people that love the new Star Wars movies and the original, but not the prequels. So a lot of people like that. And it's just, at this point, it's just confusing because, to be honest, in my opinion, I love all the Star Wars films. Yeah, I don't like every single one. Like, The Last Jedi is the one I don't like very much. But I like all the other ones except that one because I don't like that one. I like every single one of those, and that's just my opinion because and it's just Star Wars is just the fan base is just so loosened up with, hey, you should like that or should like that. At this point, just think for yourself. Don't be a sheep. There's no afraid. There's nothing. Nothing's gonna happen to you if you don't think for yourself. At this point, just think for yourself because there's a lot of people that think the prequels are bad, and there's a lot of people that think the prequels are good. And I like the prequels. They're pretty good. And I just want you to think for yourself. That's mostly how the fan base is and how I see it. They're very, well, let's just say the argumentation for most of the fanboys about Star Wars are really dumb because they're very condescending and sometimes they don't even proof check their work, which is really dumb. I wonder if I do that. Anyway, now let's talk about Doctor Who fanbase. Now all I know is that it's not really the same at all. I'm pretty sure I feel like most movies think the same more than the Star Wars fanbase do. Because I could think we all agree. Now, season 11 isn't bad, but there's some people online that think season 11 is the worst season ever, and that's a bit much. Like, it isn't the worst thing ever. Okay, it's still good. It's still trying. Okay, it was formulaic, you know? It's not until season 12 when we had more interesting stories, story arcs, two-parters, and some returning villains that it got more interesting. And we can all agree season 11 was pretty weak, but it wasn't bad. It was trying to play safe. It was playing it safe, basically. And I think most humans can agree. And we can all agree that the David Tennant era with Russell T Davies was good, and so was Stephen Moffat's era. They're all good, but there's like barely a little bit of people I know that don't like those episodes. There's some people I know that don't like, and there's some people that just don't like the show. They're mostly sports fans. Oh my, let me say. It's just me, or is a lightsaber exactly like a sonic screwdriver? Except the sonic screwdriver is cooler, can open doors. Yes, a lightsaber can do that too, but I just find a screwdriver cooler because you can hide it in your pocket, so you can with lightsaber. Gosh darn it. You know what? Lightsaber is better. But I feel like it's more dangerous to have a lightsaber. Sonic screwdrivers, they're safe and they can never break. Almost that one time. Unless you face with aliens and they get broken and explode a lot. But yeah, I'm pretty sure a lightsaber is better than a sonic screwdriver. Just being completely honest here. Here's something I actually am interested to talk about. So we have the original Star Wars trilogy, and we have old Doctor Who from 1963 to 1989. The original saga. So, which one's better? According to most people will just go with the original Star Wars. Whovians will go with the original Doctor Who because it's Doctor Who. But have we ever considered ourselves that we like both? Yes, there's some people that like both, and I respect that. And yes, Doctor Who's great. So Star Wars. I just find that the fan base for each Star Wars movie is horrific, and at this point, I'm just done following someone. I used to be a person that follows someone's opinion and believes what they say is correct. I no longer do that. I now think for myself, and now it's going very well. Because I see a lot of comments, and I just hate when someone doesn't check their work. They don't check their criticism. Star Wars is subjective. Everything's subjective. Except Donald Trump. Now you can tell I'm a Doctor Who fan, a very big Doctor Who fan. But I also like Star Wars. I just don't really care about it because I just hate people that don't think. They don't think about what they say, and they don't proof check what they say, and they all say it in all condescending tone. That's exactly what I don't want on this channel, or for me in general. This is a personal struggle I have. And I know it's off topic, but I just really hate it. And I just don't want to do that at all either. So, that's... And I like watching reviews on YouTube, but I just don't like watching people that don't proof check their work. But it's also very satisfying when someone does that. When another channel exposes another channel, it's kind of satisfying. That's why people watch it. Sure. This is Movie Maverick, and I'm signing off. And this is May the 4th, and it's freaking hot here in Texas. So, yeah, summer. It's super blurry in here. I don't want to fix it. It's probably the lighting. There's only like 2 lights on right now. Well, this is Movie Maverick, and I say goodbye. And I'll see you guys tomorrow when I do another review of Doctor Who. For now, I'm just exhausted, tired, and don't want to talk about Star Wars anymore. So, yeah. Goodbye, and this is Movie Maverick signing off. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.